Hey guys, welcome back to another Spirit Halloween animatronic review. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the Spirit Halloween 2024 Rick Ratman animatronic. He was released earlier this year for halfway to Halloween, and I finally got him yesterday, and I set him up with my brother yesterday, because he arrived pretty early actually at my house. He was supposed to arrive on August 7th, but he came 3 days early yesterday on the 4th. So, or as I'm recording this, today is the August 5th, but I might, premiere this a different day. You never know. But, yeah, Rick Ratman, got him all set up with my brother on August 4th when he came. And, it was a pretty tough setup. It took us about an hour, but it wasn't nearly as tough as Little Daisy and the Maestro. And there weren't actually any screws with this guy, which is cool. We didn't have to really screw anything in. But yeah, overall his setup was pretty, it was an hour, so it took a kind of a while, but it wasn't like the hardest. It was just like he has lots of parts and pieces. That's why it took a while. But overall, it's really worth it. It was $200, but I used 20% off, so I got him for a bit cheaper. And he really, he was really worth it. And the reason why I wanted Rick Ratman instead of some of the other animatronics that I mentioned earlier this year is because of how much gore is put onto this guy. Like, if you look at this guy's face, you'd think that this is an animatronic from Spirit that came right out of 2014, arguably their best year. But no, he was released this year, and Crazy Create and Spirit somehow agreed to put this much gore on a prop. And yes, he is online only, and of course he's online only, but still, even for an online only prop, this is a lot of gore, in my opinion. So much gore. Look at the hole in his stomach, or whatever you want to call that, with the rat there hanging. You can see the gore in there. Really, really gory stuff on this prop. I was really surprised when this guy was released back in April this year, because we haven't seen this much gore on an animatronic from Spirit Halloween in quite a long time, I will say that. So I was really surprised, and I was really happy when they released this guy, because it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. This guy literally could have been released back in 2014, but they released it 10 years later, this year, 2024, which is really cool, I think. This guy is like, basically like what Spirit used to be back in 2014. I really do like this. Crazy Crate did an absolutely flawless job on designing this guy's face, and overall his whole body just looks so gory and so creepy. I love his one arm, how he only has one arm, and I love how he only has one eye. See his eye right there? That's really cool. And then he has this like bloody eye socket there with no eye. I think it's just really gory and really gruesome and creepy stuff here on Rick Ratman. And I really do like the rat on the top of his head, coming out of his brain, like the rat's eating his brain. I think that's really cool. And I just really think this is also a really unique zombie. It's so cool to see a zombie that's actually being like eaten by rats. I know we've seen Eaten Alive by Spirit Halloween, but that was a long time ago, and we're finally getting another zombie kind of like that, except honestly this zombie is way better, I think, than Eaten Alive. Way more gory, and has a rat in his head and a rat right here in his stomach eating his intestines or whatever. But yeah, I like his one arm, how it like waves while he's thrashing around, and I like how he has his other arm chopped off. Really, really cool. Really unique zombie animatronic, in my opinion. Also, here are his jeans and his shoes. His shoes are actually really hard and really durable. And his pants, jeans, whatever you want to call them, pretty cool. And yeah, lots of blood on his clothes. Not so much on the pants, but lots of blood on the shirt, which is really cool. So yeah, this is Rick Ratman. I was super excited to get him and set him up with my brother. And he is definitely the best animatronic from Spirit Halloween of 2024. And honestly, quite frankly, could be the best animatronic from Spirit Halloween in, honestly, quite some time. I have a feeling I like this guy a bit more than some of the most of the animatronics they released last year for their 40th anniversary. Like, this is some really cool stuff. This is some really like serious gore they put into this guy. So much detail on the face. Like, oh my god, This is going to scare so many kids on Halloween. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, wow. Okay, enough talking. I talked for 5 minutes already. This is Rick Ratman. I'm going to plug him in and show you what he does. He thrashes around. We'll get to his demo right now. I just got to plug him in, see if I can even do that. Find the right adapter. There's so many adapters down here. Okay, here we go. I think that's his. He's on. He should be going. Here we go. The sensors right here. Yeah, he's kind of a short activation, but we'll keep on activating him throughout the video. We'll do a few more demos. Yeah, I really like how when he thrashes around, you can see the rats kind of like moving around, like it's actually like they're eating him as he's thrashing around. Really cool. We'll do like 2 more demos because this guy's really cool, and I'm sure you guys really like to see this guy. One more demo. And yeah, that's Rick Ratman. Let's unplug him, and I'll talk a bit more about him. Okay, so yeah, that's Rick Ratman. Pretty much all he does is thrash around, make some really cool zombie groaning noises with those rat screeching noises. And he really does perform well. I think his animation's really cool, and it's pretty simple. Simple enough that he won't be breaking anytime soon. So, yeah, that is Rick Ratman. Such a cool zombie, such a breath of fresh air from all the kid-friendliness we've been seeing from Spirit Halloween lately. And I really do just... I can't even describe how surprised I am that Spirit even allowed this to be released with all this gore that they put into him. Like, this is absolutely insane. I'm actually mind blown that they actually released this. But, yeah, he is really cool, and I had to get him, obviously, because of all the gore and all the detail put into his creepy zombie face. I think he's absolutely one of the best zombies of all time, to be honest, from Spirit Halloween. Miles better than Bog Zombie, miles better than Spike, sorry Spike, miles better than, just pretty much almost every zombie that we've gotten from Spirit. Even the zombies we've gotten from Spirit in 2014 or 2013, all those old good years from Spirit Halloween. This actually is a lot gorier than some of the older props from Spirit Halloween, which I think is insane. I can't believe they did that. It's really cool, and it's such a just old school Spirit Halloween looking animatronic. You'd think this was released back in 2014 or 2013 or maybe 2015. No, not 2015. You'd think it was released back then, but no. They released it 10 years after 2014, this year, 2024, and they made a lot of haunters happy with this animatronic. I can tell you that right now, and I sure am really happy with this guy. I'm so glad I decided to get him last minute. He's just amazing. So much detail put into this guy. I love his shirt too, all the blood on his shirt, and the hole, of course, in his belly with that rat sticking out eating him, and the gore, you know, the gore that spreads around in his stomach. Really, really cool. Really just such an amazing zombie animatronic. And his arm's cool because when he's thrashing around, it like his arm moves too. Like it like kind of looks like he's waving at you a bit. But yeah, he's really just goriest animatronics from Spirit Halloween that really they've ever released. Like, I don't remember seeing this much gore in an animatronic, even back from the old days, 2014 and 2013. And so like, just this guy's so cool, and I'm so glad I got him. I think it was a really good decision, and his price is literally the best, $199.99. How, like, why did they? This is one of their best. Like, this is such a gory and detailed animatronic, and it's really cheap, actually. If you think about it, it's very cheap. I really, if I owned Spirit Halloween, I would price this guy a bit higher, because this guy, RICK RATMAN, is definitely one of the best animatronics we've seen from Spirit Halloween in a long time. And I know there are going to be some people who are going to disagree with me, but at this point, I don't really care. You can't really go wrong with this prop. Look at all the detail put into his face. Look at all the blood. Look at all the gore. Look at his mouth. Look at that. That is one just nasty looking zombie mouth. And look at his clothes, all bloody, all gory. So much great detail by Crazy Crate. I like to personally thank Crazy Crate for making this animatronic for Spirit Halloween, because if they didn't release RICK RATMAN, and if he was an unreleased animatronic, God knows what I would have got instead of him. Probably Heckles, which Heckles, by the way, really good clown. I was planning on getting him. Really nice clown. I might still get him for Christmas. Heckles released last year. He's a really nice clown. But yeah, RICK RATMAN, I mean, look at him. What do you want, RICK RATMAN or Heckles? I chose RICK RATMAN because of all the gore, because of all the detail put into his creepy, very gory zombie face. And these rats made him such a unique zombie to get, and I just had to get him. I had to get him. I really just had to get him, and I'm so glad I did, because he is the best animatronic they put out this year for 2024. Probably the goriest animatronic they've put out in a long time, and one of the best zombie animatronics of all time. One of the best animatronics from Spirit Halloween of all time, in my opinion, but at this point it's just basically a fact because of all the detail and gore they put into him. And I just think RICK RATMAN is such an amazing animatronic, and I really, like I said, I can't believe they actually allowed this guy to be released with all the gore and bloody detail they put into this guy. So yeah, RICK RATMAN, such a unique and awesome zombie animatronic. Just such a great animatronic, and I love this guy so much. I'm gonna have to plug him in again to show you guys again, because he's just truly amazing. I really like him. Let's plug him in one more time and show you guys, and then that'll be the end of the video. So here he is. Show you like 2 more times. Here we go, one last demo, and that'll be the end of this amazing Spirit Halloween animatronic review. And if you guys did enjoy this Spirit Halloween animatronic review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.